What's up out there? I am actually in this new challenge league that we've got with the Necro challenge or whatever it is. I wasn't. I was planning on trying it because I wanted to get up to level 50 so I could get my cosmetic out of it. And then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to play it. Like, I don't know if I want to spend the time, taking my time away from playing the rest of the league. Like, I got all those builds going, and I've started a few new builds that I've been working on. I've got some other stuff going on. I didn't really want to take the time to stop and do this. I was like, I'm not sure I'm feeling this. Then I actually started playing this, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of fun. This is actually a lot of fun. Whatever this thing is, the little lantern deal or whatever, having to go fight weird monsters. Like, I've had some crazy stuff that came in here. The meat sacks in like the second section of the game, trying to fight those things. It's been different. It's been interesting. The way I've actually approached this, I started off doing my Tectonic Slam build. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And I started following that. But as I went on, I don't remember what I was doing for the initial skill. Why are we not moving? I think it lagged up for a second there. I don't remember what skill I started with. It was basically a starter skill. Then I saw that I could get access to this. I don't remember what level this came in at, but I switched over to this, and instead of, I'm past Act 3, we're in Act 4 right now, but instead of picking up Tectonic Slam, I was there, I was like, you know what, I could buy that, but I've got something good going with this build, and I kind of wanted to see where Volcanic Fissure would go. I'm doing fairly well. I was doing Mace and Shield, and I had the Crushing Fist for the Retaliation skill. But I ended up swapping out of that and going with a two-handed... Well, I had a two-handed axe for a minute, but then I had a two-handed mace that was doing much better damage, so I ended up swapping over to this and ditching that. I finally have Auto Exert, so we've got that rolling. I don't have to work on my... I don't know if I can run away from this thing. That's just going to keep following me, so we're going to have to fight this fight. But I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, we're running out. Ooh, I don't have any uniques yet. Those might be useful. So I just kind of stuck with this, and I've basically used the philosophy that I've been using this entire league, 325. Yeah, we're in 325. I've been using this same philosophy this entire league, which is just rolling my own build. And I ended up regret orbing. I had enough regret orbs to back out of what I had. So, not entirely out of what I had, but I backed out of a few things that I had. All right, I need to spend some time here. Stuff's going to need to quit attacking me out of nowhere. God, where is this stuff coming from? This is like Delve all over again. I clear the area and some random thing runs in from God knows where. Okay, so I have a mix mash of gear. I'm starting to get 4-linked stuff. We got some boots. Are these boots going to be any good? Movement speed. I'm not using totems. But they do have a lot of armor. And we could move this stuff over to here. I'll lose some resistances. No, I won't lose any resistances. I will gain some movement speed and some armor. I'll lose a bit of life. So we go from 1600 life. I think we'll try those out for a minute and see how those go. But that's kind of how this has been. So I've got this helmet, which is 4-link if I wanted to 4-link something in. I used to have the retaliation, that Crushing Fist retaliation skill in here. I ended up dropping that out because I don't have a shield on anymore. But then I got this 4-linked mace. And I've got Volcanic Fissure with Combustion, Added Fire, and Melee Fizz support in here. It's kind of what I had. It's kind of neat going through here with this patchwork of gear, trying to figure out how to work on this. And like I said, that's how I've spent my entire league, is just running through and building stuff like this. Oh, we need to go pick a passive point too. Let's go over here in a nice secluded spot. Is stuff going to keep attacking me? We'll go back over here then. I find myself picking up chests every once in a while because sometimes I'll get some gear or something out of those because I've been so patchwork about things. Nothing's attacking me, right? I originally came down through, for my Tectonic Slam build, I came up through here and went down to Born to Fight, Warrior's Blood, stuff like that. And I remember how my build ended up from where I started was vastly different. So, like, I had picked up the Measured Fury and Deep Breaths for the Warcry nodes at the later end of the build rather than the beginning. This time around, I decided to focus on coming down through here with armor and life to try to focus more on survivor, and picked up Warrior's Blood, came through Heart of the Warrior, Born to Fight. I kind of came over this way. I picked up Tireless so I could reduce the cost of my skills. One of the things that I wanted to try this time is to avoid using Life Tap. So I wanted to eventually path down over to maybe Precise Technique or something. You'll see I've picked up Eagle Eye to work on my accuracy. We've got 524, which is nowhere near the 1500. But I wanted to try to make sure I could keep my chance to hit pretty high, whether I do go into this or not. Over here to Precise Technique, I'm going to path that way over to it. I also wanted to make sure to be able to pick up Regenerate 1 life per second. This is going to be a Chieftain, so I wanted to be able to pick that up. And at one point, I came around this way to go pick up Barbarism. I came around this way. I ended up Regret Orbing this off so I could come this direction, pick up this Measured Fury and Barbarism. So it's a kind of a different design philosophy. It was when I made this choice here that I decided I was going to stick with this and just try to roll my own here and see how it goes. So that's what we're going to do. I've also, instead of going into Bravery for increased evasion and armor, I wanted to come over here for mana regen because that is currently the problem that I have, is just keeping my mana regeneration going. But this is also going to increase my mana, so we'll have a little bit better not have to heal or not have to click the magic potion button, the magic flask as much. That's what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, this is going pretty well. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. This is very cool. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this. Like, I don't know that I'm going to grind out all the maps and do red maps or anything like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that with this. Like, it's not a full-blown brand new league. I mean, it is a full brand new league, but it's not like I need the season pass or something done. It's not that. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of not that scenario. So I don't have to grind on this thing super hard to try to complete it. It's going to be seeing where I can get this build and what I can do with it, and then go from there, if that makes sense. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I kind of want to I want to tinker with this and see what I can get this done, definitely. But then I want to go back and work on some of the builds that I've got going on the other side, because that's where I've got my focus at. I probably should go level up. But let's go do this fight and see how this shows up, or see how this works. He's going to do a lot of damage, isn't he? And basically, I need to be able to just sit here and wail on him. Did I stun him or phase him or something? That's kind of wild. I just want to avoid that shot there. I kind of miss having that retaliation skill. I did like it. And I briefly thought about going into that, we're doing better on mana. Out of life, about to die, yeah. So that's basically where my deaths have came in. I just ran out of potion charges. But, I'm taking tons of damage. Of course, my resistances suck, and I'm getting blasted on with fire from every angle. All right, he's done. That's that. Totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, that is where things are at. I'm having a fun time playing this, but I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this. I might try to get this into the mapping section and do some stuff there. I did do this as SSF, so this is pretty much me. I'm not going to be able to rely on the currency exchange or anything. So this is straight SSF. And that's kind of one of the things that I wanted to do with this, is to try this out and see how it goes. I like this style of playing through the game and just going with the flow, finding a skill that I like and then building around it. Like, I don't have a POB designed for this. What you see is exactly as far as I've gotten. And I opted for this, for the mana side of this. I'm probably going to come through here and go through the life side for the next few levels, but I wanted to get to this to increase the amount of mana that I've got and stuff like that. Because that's a problem that I'm having at this moment. So I like this concept of going and picking an ascendancy and going through this and trying things this is probably how I'm going to go from this point forward. I was really digging my Tectonic Slam build and thinking, well, I'll just use that for the next league. Or I've got a few other builds that I like. The Ice Crash build that I have, that I keep wanting to say Attribution or whatever, Absolution, that Absolution build that I got, I like that. Like, I've got a few builds that I like. I got a Ranger build with some some Ballista totems that I've got going on. I like all those. Those are cool. But I'm kind of digging this concept of just starting from scratch and then building something as I go. I'm really having a good time with this. So that's the approach that I'm taking with this, is just complete scratch, no plan in mind. I was going to do Tectonic Slam, but as it went, I've just kind of morphed it into, I'll just see where it goes. So that is where I'm at. That's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.